for many, many people, and we covered a lot of ground in 3 hours, and the sheriff was happy to assist the grand jury.
Can you tell us anything about the types of questions or the types of information we covered?
Well, I'll say it in a general manner. It's the same thing that's been reported in the press as this grand jury has gone through the process all along. Of course, a lot was devoted to 2009 and the events that occurred then.
You feel good about how it went?
Yes, very, very good. Excellent.
And from the beginning, I know they said that this would basically, show that the sheriff has not done anything wrong. Do you feel that that is going to continue?
I haven't heard all the testimony, but the testimony I heard today certainly indicate nobody did anything wrong or in violation of the law. Okay, thank you, Sheriff.
So do you anticipate that they will not find anything? They basically didn't.
That'd be impossible for me to tell. I mean, I've seen one witness out of how many. So, but based on what I've heard, the sheriff had an opportunity to explain a lot of things that have been brought to the attention of the grand jury. So from that standpoint, we're glad he finally got that opportunity.
Yeah, I know that's something that they said they were really looking forward to. Do you really feel that kind of changes things?
Well, as much as you can look forward to coming before a grand jury, that you know that you're the target of, but he did have a chance to clear the air. They asked a lot of excellent questions. It's apparent they have digested lots and lots of information over the weeks that they've been here.
You think he's done, Scott, or will they call him back from the north?
No, I mean, we told them we'd certainly make ourselves available, but they indicated that was all the questions they had. So.
Were you surprised it was only just a couple hours?
Oh, yeah, it was closer to 3 hours. I actually expected it to maybe go a little bit longer, but we had an ample opportunity. We moved at a pretty good clip, covered a lot of grounds, lots of topics. So,
you've also represented Robert Bates in his manslaughter case. Is there any sort of conflict of interest?
Well, no, I represented him in the criminal investigation. I won't be part of his criminal defense team if and when he ever goes to trial. So I'm actually representing the sheriff in the civil litigation also that's been filed over the Bates matter.
Can you explain a little bit how you represent him in the criminal investigation but not the criminal defense aspect?
Well, yes, the first part of a criminal investigation is when the interviews are taking place and so forth, and they're trying to make a decision on charging. And so I accompanied Mr. Bates when he went for his interview with detectives and so forth, and did make an initial appearance, but I won't be a part of the criminal defense team.
And so that's no conflict of interest?
No, and in fact, I've checked with all the parties and they waived any conflict to that extent.
Do you think that the sheriff going and testifying today kind of signals that maybe the grand jury is close to ending?
I think they are probably close to ending. I know there were a few documents that were discussed that came up that were recently found, and I know the grand jury wants to look at those. Those will be provided, I'm sure, probably this afternoon. I won't get into what they are or any more detail than that. They have some work to do, but I don't know if there's any other witnesses that are scheduled at this time. I guess there's always a possibility that someone could be called back for cleanup or clarification on certain points.
Has the sheriff intimated any thoughts on possibly resigning? I've heard some rumors that he's been contemplating it. Do you have any insight?
Well, if he hasn't shared it with me. So.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Thanks.